Stars and skies light our way.
Stars and skies light our way.
She knows how to play a crowd.
She's the most shy.
Welcome home.
I never thought I'd see it again. Without the Resistance and the Pathfinder, I wouldn't be here.
We made a good team.
We freed more than just the Moshai. But we had to leave the enemy fortress intact.
We have a lot to talk about.
I promised to lead the Pathfinder to Aya's vault.
You're still recovering. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Not without our help.
I'll prepare the vault for your arrival. A shuttle will bring you to me when it's ready.
Thank you, Moshai.
We've been alone against the Ket for too long. You've proven it doesn't have to be that way. It's time we discussed an alliance between our people.
We're happy to make room for you on the Nexus.
We'll provide an embassy here as well. Our city is open to you. Join us.
Well done, Joel. Report for reassignment.
I need to stay with the Pathfinder.
Jal has already become a valued member of my crew.
Of course he has. I see the benefit. Request granted.
I need to file a mission report. Don't leave Aya without me.
This is my first visit to Aya. It's more beautiful than I ever imagined.
Thank you.
Pathfinder. I never thought I'd see the Moshai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renard. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws. They rescued her.
Unrefined goods on sale right here.
Pathfinder.
Make them your own.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of
Increase
their
your odds of
traders, seeing if
survival.
we can work
We're
things out.
armed.
We have to be careful not to trade away too much of what the Nexus needs.
Trust me, I'm running everything by cash.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Have something to celebrate? Take home a fresh fruit. Vestoran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Paripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmo.
Missing something crucial.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
Sun-ripened fruit. Take advantage of a rare service. Can't be sure what exaltation really is.
Helping the Moshai opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
Well, you are a bit of an eyesore.
Speak for yourself. When I saw my first human, I couldn't understand how you keep your blood inside. Skin that thin.
Real change in tone after that care facility. Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it worse.
Don't worry about me. They're busy glaring at Cora for some reason.
I'm so glad you're back. I'm in one piece this time.
One piece last time.
Hit that wall so hard.
Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara
Ryder,
standing nearby.
take a break.
Maybe I should
and
introduce
enjoy
myself.
life with me.
Hello there.
I'm working.
You scanned me pretty hard. That wasn't your way of saying, welcome, stranger?
I wanted to be discreet.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
You haven't even told me your name.
Darnfra. Biological researcher. This is my home.
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
Can't fault you for being curious. Scan away.
I didn't think you'd comply.
I'm full of surprises.
That you are. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I came to this galaxy with my family. I lost my father on the day I arrived.
But you still carry on his legacy. He knew that, in the end. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
You're relaxed here. There's a sparkle in your eye.
I am. Thank you. It's nice of you to notice.
You're interesting. I like to notice. Ryder.
We got word from Eladin.
Good news? Pathfinder, did you make it to her Varl?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
If it helps you piece your history together, that's all I need.
It does help. You have no idea how much. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed. Areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this. If you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far. I know that doesn't answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge? What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ships crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
Any insight you can give me on the remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
Is it normal for someone as young as you to be in charge?
I'm no younger than you. And you're a Pathfinder.
I kinda inherited the job.
So did I. I was apprenticed to the former curator. It was my job to bring him artifacts from other worlds. When he retired, I sort of fell into his position.
Do you miss relic hunting?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
Have you always been into history?
Oh yes. When I was young, I would dig up shells and pretend they were ancient armor pieces. I've always had a big imagination. With only 14 siblings, I got lonely sometimes.
14? That's insane.
Why? How many do you have?
Just the one.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new.
New as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a datapad on our laws regarding war. Learn them.
Move Team Vayon to replace them? No, 6-9 is too unstable. They'll be out of food in 2 days, out of ammo in 3. They have to fall back.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
Too many kit, not enough resistance. I have a team that's been in the field for 6 months without resupply. They won't come in. Say they're close to taking down a kit outpost, but I don't know.
Give your team a chance to pull it off.
We fought best when the odds are against us. Maybe you're right. This is the hardest part of my job. Thank you for the advice, Pathfinder.
I expect you to take good care of Joel out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
It must be hard for you, realizing what the Ket soldiers are.
Doesn't change what we have to do. It's war. What do you need?
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. Treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
There's no official Angaran military? Just the Resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized. Poorly supplied. Leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the Resistance real.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not Resistance?
Aya police. Purely ornamental. Gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, The Resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it? How is the Resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
How'd you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the Resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her.
She holds her own. Not many do.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening. Like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
The Ket have turned more aggressive.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged iron gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit,
I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar, kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishare.
He's getting enough sunlight.
Plenty.
Any eye on bed? They've not read
Good to see you. Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout. Getting lots of stares. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
Before you go into the field, you need to attain focus without thinking about it. Again.
Got any tips on navigating an alien society?
Be yourself, but your best self. Listen and be polite about scanning your food. Though that's good advice in general.
Put more energy into it.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshai.
sorry. Governor Shy's schedule is full. Pathfinder? I'm Enro Bosan, assistant to the governor. As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Arbiter Renner have told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
I think what we need to figure out is what's different. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However...
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming, doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
This discovery might just change everything. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down. For all our sakes.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jarl know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell her the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
The Archon wanted her knowledge of Remnant tech, but why would Ven betray her?
I don't know. That's why I kept it quiet. I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Phoneron.
It's a privilege to meet you. Tell me about yourself.
I'm something of a pathfinder myself. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer. You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Hello.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise? What are their expectations?
They survived the Scourge and the Ket and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
Why can't you just ask her yourself?
Because.
Because...
Just because.
Fine. Lexi, PB...
knows I can't divulge patient information.
Ugh, useless. I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did he keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
We were right about the vault on Aya, huh? What a find.
And this Meridian vault might jumpstart all the others.
I knew hitching my wagon to yours would pay off.
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults. It stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Now, exaltation. The Ket just keep asking for more trouble. Ryder.
Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Did I hear right? You're going after the Archon's ship?
Looks like it.
Last time we crossed his path, you nearly broke my baby here. Now, tell me you have a better plan of escape this go-around.
We'll be winging it, as usual.
I'll get my tools. Just... stay out of the Scourge, huh?
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
How's your friend Jill doing?
Good. Busy. Apparently, prepping multiple species for procreation is a lot of work. Who knew? Waiting to get it all started was killing her. Now she's being shot out of a cannon, so to speak.
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
Well, bluffing and reading players aside, poker is all about math. If the odds of getting the card you need are greater than the bet, make the bet.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
That vault on Aya was so gorgeous, so alive.
And Meridian might be the key to the others.
No wonder the Archon wants to control it, like everything in Helios.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Those Asari refugees were a real help.
Now to find the survey ship they mentioned.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
There much to say about that facility on Vold?
There will be. But maybe not right now.
I get you, pal. Inane chatter about nothing coming up.
The Roka go to Kadara and recruit the desperate. I've heard a Roka recruiter weaving his magic. Even I was convinced.
Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't. Not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
I fell in love with a girl once. Aliyah. We were young. I was young. It was my first vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher. I can still hear her laugh and see her eyes. She kissed me and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
I have a bad feeling about this.
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Where is Aaliyah now? Did she and your brother work out?
They came back to Haval, and she joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
You have to see her every day?
No. They were taken by the Kett. Their children survived.
I think you're interesting and, well, great. Anyway, I'd like to get to know you better. What do you think?
Yes, I'd like that.
That's it?
You are a lovely woman. Fascinating. A brilliant risk-taker. Knowing you better would be a gift. Sincerely.
Okay, then. Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Pathfinder. Sorry if things got strange last time we talked. You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
Anything I can do for my team, Liam.
Stuff like that goes above and beyond Pathfinder. At least I hope so. Anyway, made me think we should do more just out and about. Off-ship. Like the market on Aya. I've got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out. Something familiar. Turns out I need that.
The hell you did? You can't just undo 10 hours of work.
I had to. Your revamp risks power imbalance between decks, something we solved back home.
It's twice as efficient. Just because it doesn't match your sainted specs.
And now it does. As you say, deal with it.
Callow.
I know, just please don't let this distract you.
Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours.
Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good. I'm picking up something. Probe away. Getting a scan.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here.
I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone.
You mean destroyed?
I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point.
Towards Vold. Beginning approach.
Vold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
Downhill's always more fun.
Temperature's back to normal.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder. Head ahead, Pathfinder. I recommend caution.
Why would anyone, near the end of their life, take a chance joining the initiative?
Why would anyone at the start of theirs join up with strangers like us? Besides, who says I'm old? Who says I'm dying?
I don't think I said that.
You did.
I'm certain I didn't.
Now you're saying I'm deaf.
Ryder?
Nope, not getting involved.
Hey, you're not wrong, Chow. I am old, but I got a lot of living left.
Activating auto automated forward station deployment.
Some of my parts weren't made for these temperatures.
It's not that cold. Let it go.
Are you going the right way?
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. The ambient temperature is normal. My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
We got company.
Be ready.
Old bones are getting stiff. Do you have to hit every bump?
I swear I will turn this car around. Remnant pillars ahead. Might give us trouble.
Ambient temperature is normal. Life support restored.
Ice everywhere. They hang on to that piece. What's so special about it?
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
It's dead, of course.
If circuitry is intact, we could power it up and gain entrance.
It corners a little poorly, doesn't it? Your vehicle? I've been reading Krogan history. I have a few questions.
Careful, Krogan have a saying, history is written by the victors.
Krogan do?
You're from Clan Nakmor, but you weren't born into it. You chose it.
Yeah, the shaman of the clan was strong, and the Craddock wastes were beautiful.
And you had a rite of passage?
It wasn't so much a rite of passage as a death trip. I survived. Now I'm Nakmor Drek.
Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required. Life support is stable.
Ijara is a research station, mostly focusing on Vold's geology.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
Stars. It's you. You're the one who saved the Moshai. We've all heard. Hitting the Ket where it counts has really helped our morale.
I can't claim all the credit. Couldn't have done it without the Resistance.
We are united by our struggle against the Ket. My grandmother used to say that the mingling of shed blood makes family as surely as birth. Want to kill more Ket? I need someone to rescue my Uncle Nilch. I'm not a fighter yet, or I'd go myself. If the Ket move him from the labor camp, we'll lose him forever.
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they make them work. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move them. And sometimes they just kill them. My father died that way.
Damn, kid. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Nilj may not have much time.
How's the dig going?
We can't get
All that alien pathfinder they call Ryder. Oh, wish I could talk. I've got to get this sky-cursed piece of junk working.
Arm roll about it.
It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Talara.
Is there something I can do?
Maybe. I didn't think you'd be familiar with our machines. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke around.
High-powered communications array, most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't mean... Ket? Are you saying the Ket are disrupting our comms? We must look into this.
What did he say?
He directed me to Leth. Who directed me back to Armor?
What is wrong with this thing?
Son of skies. Tell no. He'll do something about it.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
You know, Jal, you're tougher than you look.
And you're smarter than you look, Drak. Stubborn, though.
You talk like stubborn and smart aren't the same thing.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
Where'd you learn to fight, Jal? What's your training?
From my father. And older brothers. And sisters. And cousins. My mother's. The Resistance isn't an army. It's more than that.
What was your rite of passage?
I fell in love when I was a young man. Very young. We met on a farm on Aya. She was brilliant. And her eyes were electric. For years, I suffered with a broken heart.
Not what I was expecting.
I understand completely.
Here they come!
are nearing the nav point provided by Sokar Isov on Aya. I detect traces of weapons fire consistent with Ked's technology.
Cat. Great.
And here's the ambush.
When I mentioned the woman who broke my heart, you said you understood.
Yeah, I did.
Can you tell me why? Did someone break your heart?
Hearts. Krogan have 4. And I'm not saying shit.
I understand completely.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
This is the Ket labor camp Skiat talked about.
Let's find Nils.
Disable the fence! I have to get out! Freedom! Disable the fence, quick! You're not getting away with this!
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Get me out of here! I'm gonna kill these kids! You're here to rescue us. The control panel is right there. Shut this down. Once I have a weapon, I'm gonna destroy these kids.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is stable.
Just in time. Would have given us another day at most. No thanks for Rana's jabs.
If the Ket can't handle being called mildly insulting things, that's on them, not me.
You see what I mean? We owe you. How'd you find us anyway?
Your nephew, Skiat, was trying to get you rescued.
Good boy. He's got potential, Nilge.
So you've said before. The Resistance needs to be debriefed. We'll head back to base as soon as possible.
What about the data drive? We have to deliver it to Buxel so she can start the analysis.
Interesting. It seems we have to depend on our rescuer for more than a rescue. Can you deliver this drive to Tedchix? If we work together, no time will be wasted.
What's in the drive?
The Ket code we stole while trying to infiltrate their command center. The Ket never realized how much we downloaded off their network.
I'll go there as soon as I can.
Perfect. Buxel will be in her workshop. I hope we meet again, under better circumstances.
I am dying, though.
Sorry?
A while back, you asked why anyone nearing the end of their life would come all the way out here. I've lived a long time, seen a lot of things. I know I won't see much more. Guess I just want to go out seeing what no Krogan ever has.
I respect that. It's an honor.
Got the signal. This way. Heads up. Looks like a Ket construct. This is the source of that interference? Looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Detect later. Adi.
by that meteorite might be drawing the Ardi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
How do we shut it off?
Perhaps the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I can modify your Omni tool to dampen the signal.
Through the scourge and pick up something of its nature. No two are exactly alike. Some of them are quite beautiful and quite dangerous.
I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We could learn more about the scourge.
I think we should leave it here. It's too dangerous to bring back to the Nexus.
That is for the best. I shall contact the Resistance to have it removed. Just in case.
Hopefully the Hijara scientists won't have any more trouble with our comms.
What do Krogan like to do for fun?
Define fun.
Never mind.
And here's the ambush.
You're much larger than the rest of the initiative species.
You'd think that'd help. Don't trust small people. Do anything to get their shots in.
I thought this would be the perifauna.
Ice or mineral deposits may be reflecting false positives. The real signal must be relatively close.
That's a signal beacon, used by Angaran civilians. It's a distress call.
Got it. We should see if we can lend a hand.
You're Joel! Join the fight, brother! Thank you for the assistance. Any enemy of the Ket is an ally of ours.
What is this? We thought there were civilians who needed assistance.
Not this time. This was the Resistance giving the Ket what they deserve. There's a group that's been attacking shuttles, killing and scavenging from innocents. I knew the beacon would attract them. They'd come here to find unarmed, easy victims.
Clever trap. Looks like they fell for it.
These actions have put more in danger.
Enough talk. We have more Ket incoming.
Ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online.
We got Ket.
What's funny?
Just remembering a joke I... No, you won't get it.
Try. I want to learn.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Incompetently.
What's all this?
Your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
I'd live here, but then I could probably live anywhere. Still looking for big game out here. We had Thresher Maws. Gotta kill one to prove you're of age.
And if you didn't kill it?
Then you didn't live longer.
Seems like you could skip the battle and keep
If I
alive.
don't get the Tetchiks, I hope
If
the
you
Resistance
call that
finds this
living.
message. And you. I love you both so much. I didn't want to leave you alone in that cave. The Ket are following me. They'll take me, just like Oren and Ulri. What do they want with our family? Why is this happening to us? I hear them. They're close. I love you. I love you.
Poor kid didn't have a chance.
She had to leave her parents in a bad place. Sam, any chance we can find the cave she mentioned?
There are several potential sites nearby. I recommend a thorough search of the area.
What was that meal that you cooked for us last night?
I call it Drac Surprise.
Wait, we've had that before. tasted quite different.
That's the surprise.
False signal. One down.
Whoever hears this message, please find our daughter Ibel. She was headed for Techix. The Ket are hunting us. They stole our sons and daughters. Ibel is all my wife and I have left. We heard Techix was safe, but it's too far, too dark out here. We sent Ibel on without us. To save her, the Ket followed us. I hear them outside. They'll find me in Era. Only a matter of time. Ibel, if you ever hear this, we love you. Never forget that. Be strong.
The cat got her parents, too. What did those things want with a whole family?
I possess insufficient data to draw a reliable conclusion.
Sam, transmit the family's audio logs to the Resistance. We've done all we can.
The cat left a trap.
Enemies!
Tell me about this Ephra guy.
He's special. A unique, once-in-a-lifetime leader that understands strategy, the enemy, and a fighter's heart. Under his command, we see more success against the Ket. Angara greatly respect him.
Good enough for me.
Remnant site. Could have a few lurkers.
Cat ahead, Pathfinder. I recommend caution. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Remnant pillars, let's check them out.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
That's it. Good work.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored.
You're older than some civilizations.
Personally made sure of it a couple of times.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Others have never known a world without Ket. The Resistance fights so our children may one day be free.
They're a tough bunch.
Lots of respect for the Angara. The way they fight, it's almost Krogan.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals by your mining interface.
Doesn't Sam just freak you out, Jal? A bot whispering in Ryder's brain, hearing her think.
Not at all. I'd love to take Sam apart. See how it all works. Though I'd need more information. Schematics. I wouldn't want to kill him.
Goes without saying.
Yeah, conversation over.
Pretty intense Ket shield for the middle of nowhere.
That's Jarnook. The Ket think they'll find some remnant thing there. Our people can't break through that shield. It's controlled from the main command base.
Incoming Ket!
We've got targets!
Your history's interesting. How many times did your people save the rest?
One too many for some of us.
remnant site has defenses in place, Pathfinder. This is the source of the peripheral signal.
And there's Ket on site. Let's clear them out.
Target's down.
Clear! That's the Perifona, all right. What's left of her. Cora should see this.
Definitely Ket weapons fire. This wasn't just a crash. The Ket pulverized the ship. No survivors.
Without the crew, we've lost our best lead to the Asari Ark.
But this is stupid. If they want Asari for exaltation, why not take the crew alive?
It's like they saw the Perifona itself as a threat. But it's no match for a Ket cruiser.
Ryder! Cora! Something is left. A flight recorder.
It's in bad shape. But let's see what...
Final log. If the Ark ever finds this, we failed. Couldn't draw them off. The data copy's lost. The decimation's too cunning. Forgive us. We tried...
The decimation. Hidaria mentioned specialized Ket hunters. Maybe that's them.
Anyway, we could use that or the flight recorder to find the Ark.
If the nav record survived, we could trace the Perifona's flight path. Might lead us to them.
I can assist.
I'll get started. See you back at the Tempest.
Can we talk about what your people call the genophage?
You want me to just casually talk about one of the most painful things about being Krogan?
Yes?
My clan's stronger than most, and this trip... let's just say we're working on it.
That's it. Good work.
Took one out.
Excellently done.
Nice work.
Pathfinder, I detect heavy weapons fire nearby.
How many worlds have you hidden?
I don't know what you mean.
I know the drill. Scourge is a pain, but it helps too. There's more of you out there. Has to be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Blasted to bits. To bits.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support is stable. I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
One down, 2 to go.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Help me, please.
wear a lot of dead things. Is it for respect? A celebration of life through reverence of death?
It scares people. Piss me off, I'll wear your spine for a hat.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Don't drive us off this cliff, kid.
Relax, I got this.
I have always liked Vold. It is harsh, but beautiful.
Outside temperature is in free fall. Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
That's two of them. place?
Approaching a resistance emergency medical cache, Pathfinder. I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Life support restored.
Heads up. Looks like a Ket construct.
Pathfinder, active remnant nearby. I suggest investigating. I detect Angaran technology in this camp. Scanning will provide more information. This bug should be feeding Ket information to the Resistance, but the connection was dropped.
Why? A technical issue?
Unknown. If you scan additional bugs, I can locate the broken link.
Relays are carrying power a long way. Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
forget we had Solarians. There's always someone thinking they're better than you.
I don't know many Solarians, but they seem nothing like the Ket.
You're right, you don't know many Solarians.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Why was your galaxy called the Milky Way?
It's not.
Resistance medical cache up ahead, Pathfinder.
Cache restocked. The emergency medical caches are back in business.
Excellent news. Come back when you can. We just got new supplies, and I have something I think you might find useful.
Will do.
It's a Ket ambush!
Heads up. Looks like a Ket construct.
There's an Angaran device in this camp, Pathfinder. I can provide more information via your scanner.
Pretty harsh learning that shit on Vold. Bright side, no children. Every cat an enemy.
An enemy who used to be family.
That's Techix, according to my map.
We should speak to Buxel about her brother as soon as possible.
Hey, can you help me with something? There's a wraith cloaked near you. I lost its movement. Will you scan for it and let me know where it's hiding?
Haven't abducted anyone from Nostrad.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
From those things.
Go ahead and scan that wraith for me.
That
I'll take it from there.
You're afraid of it.
I still get chills every time I glimpse one. Are you here to observe the Yavara?
What are the Yavara?
Walk onto the frozen lake and you'll see them beneath the ice. They've lived on Vold for millennia. Stories about the Yavara are the only Angaran folktales that survive the Scourge. They're beautiful, intelligent creatures, our closest tie to our past.
And now your people will poach them right out of existence.
I haven't heard any reports of the Initiative hunting on Vold.
Not the Initiative. Outlaws. They've killed 24 in the months since they've landed.
We have no resources to track these poachers, and the resistance is spread too thin.
At this rate, our only link to our history will disappear forever.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
We should hurry.
You said you have folktales about the Yavara.
Somehow, Yavara stories are the only ones that survive the Scourge. Most of them have the same theme. A Yavara's song is so beautiful, it can coax the sun out of hiding, reveal the stars.
Just stories, of course, but when your entire history is lost, stories are precious.
I see why the Yavara are important to you.
To all Angara. They're a symbol of what the Scourge took from us.
We can't lose them.
Tell me more about the Yavara.
They're amazing creatures, able to communicate through intricate songs. Long ago, we could have heard the songs in person, but the Scourge trapped the Yavara beneath the ice. Now we have to settle for static-filled recordings.
How do they survive under the ice?
No one knows. We've dedicated our lives to studying them, and we still can't find the answer. They're cut off from food and oxygen, yet they still persist. My colleague here has a theory they may be remnant.
We have no way of confirming this, of course.
I'll leave you to your work.
Ishare.
The ice drills in Hijara worry me. It's right over a Yavara route.
I don't think they can drill deep enough to do. You have questions?
I'll leave you to your work.
Ishare.
He got free and didn't even pay me a courtesy visit? I'm sorry. I can't...
Are you Buxel? I have something for you.
From my brother who can't stop being a hero? Yes. Anyik told me to expect you. My son Skjord said he'd sent people after Nilj. I thought more lives lost. Nice to see I was wrong. Thanks for getting him out. Losing him would have set our efforts back months.
Losing family is hard. I'm glad I could spare you that pain.
Thank you. They talked about your abilities, but no one said anything about your kindness.
Oh.
Now, let's see what we have here. Stars and skies. This is a layout of the Ket Command Center. Entrances, exits, security. We'll be able to cripple their operations. Wait, there's something else here. Oh, that's not good.
What?
The base entrances are shielded and locked with a code which changes, often. Metadata tells me they downloaded this weeks ago. The code is about to change again. If an attack is going to happen, it needs to happen now.
Let me help. Tell me what to do.
The code to disable the security shields is encrypted, but I'll keep working on it. I've sent you the map and a nav point for a side entrance that won't have as many guards. Go quickly. We'll be in touch.
Pathfinder Rider, it is wonderful to finally meet you in person. I'm Ari Vesture, scholar and chronicler. I've followed your activity with great interest.
Chronicler? Like a historian?
Quite so. Denied memory of the past or hope for the future, we become dust in a void.
The past can tell us an awful lot about the present.
Exactly. Our struggles are difficult. We have survived much greater and can do so again. It is my life's work to document the events that shape our world. The arrival of visitors from beyond the galaxy is a significant development, of course.
Is there anything we can do to help your work?
I have always been curious about how the Ket invasion began. They must have records of first contact, and we have none of our own.
Where would you get that information?
The Ket are a military people. They must have logs. And perhaps they can be accessed from their base on Vol. Approaching it would be foolhardy. Still, if you find yourself there, please see what you can find.
Why don't the Angara have records of first contact with the Ket?
Those who are there cannot tell their tales. Dead, enslaved, or exalted. There are stories, rumors. No one knows for sure what happened.
I'll leave you to your work.
Of course. I hope to speak to you in less frantic times. I would love to hear about your people.
Try hitting them this time!
I detect an Andromeda plant sample nearby. Dr. Camden would find this useful.
Oh, right. The gardener.
Botanist, Pathfinder.
Congratulations. Enjoy the smell.
At least it's warm. And no looking over my shoulder.
Come on, get in there.
Fascinating. Look. Data strings almost beautiful in their end. Damn Ket and their organizational ability.
Try hitting them this time.
It's a bed. Better than sleeping in the ice in the dark.
It's dark out there, isn't it?
A human? All the way out here? You must have guts. If anyone can help my people, it's you.
Help with what?
The Ket destroyed a Dar not far from here. Retaliation after the Resistance pushed them out.
The people were either killed or driven off. They left everything behind.
Do your people have somewhere to stay?
They're taken care of. But now we have a new problem. I'm a historian. That Dar was home to a priceless Angaran artifact. A map of ancient Vold. I sent 2 of my colleagues to retrieve it, but they run into trouble out there. The Ket came back to finish the job. I need someone to help my people fight their way out.
Don't worry. I'll dig them out of trouble.
You're a lifesaver. I'll give you the nav point for the Dar. Please, hurry.
You, the Pathfinder. Is it true? Can you talk to the old machines?
You mean the Remnant?
I'm no threat to them. Never have been. Tell them to stop hurting me.
Why would the Remnant come after you?
I dig for useful things around the pillars. Good tech. Machines always left me alone until now.
Did they injure you or just chase you off?
They chased me and I slipped on the ice. That hurt.
You were misinformed. I can't actually talk to the Remnant. Even if I could, I don't think they'd listen.
What good are you then? Thanks for nothing.
Voxel says you rescued her brother. I don't have words to express my gratitude. I am Eski Yevith, steward of Techix. I hope to make your stay here a pleasant one. It's the least I can do.
I am honored to meet you, Steward Eska. I am Pathfinder Ryder with the Andromeda Initiative.
Wonderful. As we say here, there are no strangers, only unmet friends.
Tell me more about Techix.
It's the largest town on Vold, home to hundreds of my people. We manufacture, we trade, and we try to live good lives, even with the Ket presence. I have lived here all my life, and there's no place I'd rather live.
What about Aya?
Ugh, sulfurous air. Not for me.
You called yourself Steward. What's that?
I have guardianship of Techix. I ensure its functions, and that its people are safe. Commander Doziel and the Resistance fight the Ket with their weapons, with their fists. Myself and others here, we fight by refusing to give in, by living in spite of them.
I won't disturb you further.
It is no disturbance at all. May your luck build, Ryder.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Feels good to be on solid ground again.
You don't feel exposed? The Ket are everywhere.
I'd rather face them down here than stuck in a can up there.
What was your galaxy like, Drac?
If you back up far enough, same as this one. Big rocks floating in the void.
And if you look closely?
Aliens killing each other for reasons that don't seem worth it.
So, still the same.
These are the ruins we're looking for. Let's find some tech for PB. Got targets!
'Em! 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 '
Nice work.
You should be able to locate these glyphs, Pathfinder.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
Life support systems are in peril. Temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online. temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
So your granddaughter, Kesh, is superintendent of the Nexus. I thought the Krogan all left.
Nexus brass would have loved...
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on, there's a datapad here.
These people, they have no idea what the Yavara mean to us.
I want to understand. Why are the Yavara so important?
Nearly all our traditional stories were lost in the Scourge, except for tales of the Yavara unfold. How they sang from the oceans and lured the sun out of hiding. How in ancient times, they guided Angara ships to safe shores.
That's beautiful.
The Yavara are intelligent, amazing creatures. And they are being slaughtered.